there's not. First of all, it's established that there's no given yes or no. There's no black and white to this. But my best assessment is that there was a mechanical failure. There's a history of the oxygen tank in this particular model of aircraft that's failed before. This caused a not a rapid decompression, but a break in the hull, which would have caused a rapid decompression. So this has happened before. It could have easily happened again. Luckily, before it was happening on the ramp where it could stop at that point. And there's also a history of another airplane in which everyone on board the aircraft died of hypoxia, and one singular person stayed alive on that aircraft using medical oxygen, and then was able to make his way forward while the F-16s thought the aircraft was disabled and everyone was dead on board the aircraft, followed this airplane and noticed someone was moving in the airplane. That person pulled the pilot out of the cockpit, got in the seat, and was ready to navigate and communicate back to the ground when the aircraft ran out of fuel and it crashed.
Miles, why did that not convince you?
Well, in the case of Helios, for example, there were radio calls indicating there was difficulty before they lost consciousness. Secondly, why the route changes? If in fact this was the ghost plane scenario, it really would apply the pre-programmed route to Beijing. Why would it have made that circuitous route to the south? I suppose you could come up with a scenario where they were trying to come back to a field.
Richard, you're the master, Richard. Why the changes?
Well, both the gentlemen know the arguments and the way they're put forward. And the argument is it's actually flying that west towards Penang, where there is a maintenance base. Something has happened here. The pilot has turned the aircraft down. It's now flying west across Malaysia. Somebody could have noticed it. They didn't. But the biggest mistake of the whole night. And it goes over Penang. And at this point, they succumb. And the confusion of the moment. This has been difficult to all of the theories. Why it takes that hook around Indonesia.
And we should point out the Malaysian authorities did investigate this, and they have determined, according to them, that in their investigation, that their pilots were not involved in this in trying to bring down the aircraft. Correct?
That's right. Yes, that is correct.
Right, but they also
that's a psychological analysis.
I'm sorry, Miles. Go ahead.
They also indicated it was a deliberate act. They believe it to be a deliberate act.
You're putting words into the mouth of the report there, Miles. What they said is it was movement by human hand. That doesn't mean it was deliberate or nefarious in any stretch of the imagination. Now let's put yourself in the cockpit. You've made this turn. The pilot's made the turn. Now everybody's dead on the aircraft. Let's look at the Helios. You've got one survivor. The survivor's looking out the cockpit window. What's he going to do, or she? Continue to fly over where all the lights are, knowing this airplane could fall at any moment and kill people, hundreds of people on the ground? Or do you find the less damaging route and look down and all you see is lights and stay above the dark?
Well, again,
keep around and take it north, take it around.
Still to be learned. Susie, thank you. Richard Quest, Miles O'Brien as well. Stay with us. Up next, we're going to go to Reunion Island, and we're a reporter there for the latest on new debris that's been found. They found more. Thought to be part of a suitcase. We're also going to look at what's happening to the
Jack, what?
right
Look
now.
at him staring.
Also, look at that traffic
What?
stop in Cincinnati. They left an unarmed man dead and an officer charged with murder. What new body cam video shows? We're going to talk to the officer's lawyer.
Yes, that's the bird. Hey, excuse me.
Joseph A. Bank presents Summer Savings. Pants, sports shirts, polos, and shorts are buy one, get two free. Plus, save an extra 50% off clearance through Saturday. Joseph A. Bank, the new tradition since 1905. 72% of Americans try to cook healthy meals, yet up to 90% fall short of getting key nutrients from food alone. Let's do more. Add one-a-day meals 50 plus, complete with key nutrients we may need. Plus, it helps support healthy blood pressure with vitamin D and magnesium.
What's with these homies, December girl? Why do we talk about
And I know your mind.
and that's for our time.
Just like Buddy Holly.
Start something special in the all-new Pilot Elite from Honda.
Sherlock Holmes like you've never seen him before. A magnificent, brilliant, and flawless performance.
All this is trash.
Mr. Holmes, rated PG, now playing.
We went to Sandals because the best of everything was included. Sandals said they had more quality inclusions than any other resorts on the planet. What we never expected was they do. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
I asked my dentist if an electric toothbrush was going to clean better than a manual. He said sure. So don't get one anymore. Get one inspired by dentists with a round brush head.
Go pro with Oral-B. Oral-B's rounded brush head cups your teeth to break up plaque and rotates to sweep it away. And Oral-B delivers a clinically proven superior clean versus Sonicare Diamond Clean.
My mouth feels super clean.
Oral-B. Know you're getting a superior clean.
I'm never going back to a manual brush.
Still paying too much for home phone service? Do the math. Magic Jack costs only $35 a year for unlimited local and long distance calling to the US and Canada. And with the mobile app, get unlimited text messaging.
Unlimited texting for iOS only.
Joseph A. Bank presents Summer Savings. Buy one suit or sport coat and get 3 free. All Trapper dress shirts are 3 for $99. Plus, save an extra 50% off clearance through Saturday. Joseph A. Bank, the new tradition since 1905.
Rock you.
298 people held hostage to terrorists are saying they'll blow up the school, killing all the children inside.
We are ready to go on until martyrdom.
For those people, they have good ideals. They're just going about them the wrong way.
We take a deep breath and realize that we're on the precipice of an entirely new era of terrorism.
The 70s, mid-90s.
What happens if the investigation is botched and justice denied? Death Row Stories. New episodes Sundays at 10 on CNN.
Our breaking news tonight is from a remote island in the western Indian Ocean where more debris has been found and where the attention of investigators all over the world is now focused. Debris washed ashore this morning that is thought to be part of a suitcase and is now part of the investigation into Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, which of course disappeared in March of 2014 with 239 people on board. Meanwhile, a source tells CNN that Boeing is confident the other debris that was already found, part of a wing, does come from a 777, the same model as Flight 370. CNN's Nema El-Bagher is on Reunion Island. She joins me now. So Nema, it's almost dawn on Reunion Island. What's the latest on search?
Well, the focal point Anderson is going to continue to be looking for any new debris. The debris that washed up yesterday morning, that brought a lot of hope that perhaps this could be part of that broader countercurrent that people are starting to theorize. It was bringing these objects so far from what was presumed to be the original locus of that search site, if, of course, indeed this is from MH370. So authorities are telling us that as soon as it's first light, they're going to be back out there on the shore in boats and flying low in helicopters looking for anything else that might be washing up.
And do you know the process here? I mean, if a suitcase washes up, do they instantly open it up? Do they wait for certain people to do that? And I know the debris is being sent to investigators in France at some point.
Well, that's been one of the complicating factors here, is that, of course, when the first lot of debris arrived, people didn't really know what it was, and it was only absolutely lucky that one of those responsible for the cleanup on the beach said he just got a sense that actually maybe this is something important. One of the first bits of debris had been cleaned up. They started removing a lot of that growth, the barnacles, the stuff that the investigators rely on to try and get a sense of where this debris has been. They'd already started dismantling that. And it was just this one man who luckily thought, you know what, this looks like it could be part of the plane. And he called the investigators in. So now there is still a little bit of that disarray. And with so many people wanting to be part of the search, investigators are having to reach out to people and say, if you find anything, please bring it to us. And from here, they are hoping to get it to Toulouse in the south of France. We don't yet have confirmation that it is on its way, but we know that will be the final destination.
Thanks so much. With me again, CNN aviation analyst and pilot Miles O'Brien and aviation correspondent Richard Quest. This new piece of debris believed to be part of